Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. I have brought you a small but nice set today. This is the 40712 Micro Rocket Launchpad gift with purchase set. Yes, it's a classic space set in microscale form, and yes, unfortunately it's a gift with purchase. Why unfortunately? To be honest, I'm not a big fan of this format because access to this set is a bit hectic in countries without LEGO brand stores, and most importantly, they are only available for a very limited time. But hey, even though the GWP system isn't my favorite, something is always better than nothing, so let's take a closer look. The box art is great, we have the classic space design with all the colors and background, I love it. It seems like we have 4 different builds, but not necessarily based on 4 old sets. We will build this first and then do a comparison. On the back we see a slightly different configuration with the rocket on the mobile transporter. Now let's open the box and see what's inside. The set has 325 pieces, it will be available as a gift with purchase in 2 waves, according to the information I received. The first wave will run between the 16th and 18th of February as an early access for LEGO insiders, and then it will be available to everyone between the 19th and 25th of February. Since the Insiders program is free and you can sign up with a few clicks, I recommend to do it to make sure you get the gift before supplies run out. The minimum order value is €200 or dollars to get the gift. For all the latest details and local purchase limits, I recommend you click on the link in the top right corner and visit your country's LEGO promotion page. So we get 4 numbered bags, 2 manuals and a small sticker sheet. Apparently all the classic logos will be stickered, which I'm sure will disappoint a lot of people. We have the 3 smaller builds in one set of instructions and the larger vehicle in the other, so the building experience can be shared with someone. That's the parts list, now let's start building. Bag 1 begins with the assembly of the blue Space Baby. We had a similar one in Minifigure Series 24 and the Creator Space Roller Coaster, but the face print looks different now. The first build is the small spaceship. It has some classic elements but also newer ones. Here is our first sticker on a slope. The build is super quick and straightforward, we can of course put the Space Baby in the pilot's seat. The next build is the rocket base, it starts with a 10 round plate, then we add a few small details. The rocket support is connected with a hinge, I really like the use of these classic parts. Here comes the rocket with a rather unusual little sticker, which is probably necessary because of the shape of the part. The rocket has been given a few more pieces at the top and at the bottom and can now be attached to the launch pad. Bag 2 has the white Space Baby, which is super cute. Then we build a base for the base, and surprise, we do have a printed piece in the set. Classic yellow windows all around, the overhead instruments are stickers. Here's the roof assembly with the classic space logo, and with the cool legs, the ladder, and a few other bits and pieces, this assembly is finished too. We have to switch to the second manual, and as a little surprise, both of the remaining bags have to be opened at once. That's quite a lot of parts, now I kind of understand the 9+ label. This thing is going to be pretty big for a microscale build. 2 more printed instruments, then comes this windshield piece in trans yellow, which is a new color for the part. I'm sure this will be great news for fans of classic space. I doubt LEGO recolored this piece just for a gift set, so fingers crossed for something bigger this year. It's interesting to see the 4 steering wheels here. The original set had the same ones, but the scale is quite different now. We've added the folding platform and a few more details. Below, we continue with a few rather out-of-place studless Technic components that turn into something pretty ingenious, namely the support for the 8 wheels with a pretty cool suspension setup. Those are the last pieces, and we are done. So, here are all the builds, and I think they look great. I saw a preview of this set in Billund last year and the team talked about what classic space sets inspired them. For the small spaceship, we have the 6803 Space Patrol set. As you can see, it really is an inspiration, a slightly different color scheme, more antennas and an extra logo on the front. The model for the rocket launchpad with the control center was the 483 Alpha 1 rocket base. Again, there are many similarities, but also differences. Interestingly, some parts for the launchpad and the rocket are identical despite the different scale. The original 8-wheeler is the 6950 Mobile Rocket Transport. This one is probably the most authentic. I really like how the driver's cab and the support for the rocket have been reproduced. Even the suspension is similar, but without the ability to steer. The small version can only climb some moderate obstacles, but you can see the suspension in action. The rocket itself was larger here, but it has been cleverly combined with the Launchpad in this set and can be easily attached to the transport vehicle. And of course the driver fits into the cockpit. So I think this is a lovely little set that would make a great display piece or even a play set for classic space fans. Unfortunately, the sets expected for March are not out yet, but you can either buy some of the February sets to reach the purchase limit, if you like them of course, or, and I would suggest this, you can pre-order some of the exciting sets coming out in March, such as the Icons McLaren MP44, the new Star Wars sets, or, if you are in Europe, even some of the new Technic and Speed Champion sets are available for pre-order. If you plan to buy something, please consider using my affiliate link in the top right corner or in the description, as this is a great way to support my work and the channel. And let me know folks what you think of this set, if you like it, if you usually schedule your purchases to get some cool GWP sets, let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications because there are more exciting LEGO videos coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.